Hi, in this video I want to show you how to use Traceview software to view OTDR files. First I'm going to start by adding a trace. I'm just going to use a sample files folder that comes with the software. I'm just going to select one trace for now. You'll see a trace file appears over here on the left hand side. And just double click this on, opens the trace up. Normally this trace should be saved full screen with the cursors already set. As you can see, this is not the case. So the first thing you want to do is stretch this out so you can see what the run looks like. We're looking at 282,000 feet of cable here. Let's get some perspective. You can do that, change this view by using the slider bar down here at the bottom. Just grab the bar, expand your view out. Let's get a good look at the trace. There we go, there's the end. Okay, so now we got the thing at full screen. We want to set the cursors. To set the A cursor, if it's not in view, I don't see it here, just hit the right mouse button, a small menu will pop up, set A cursor. There we go, the A cursor popped right up. The B cursor appears to be set on this place. Here it is over here, it's a dotted line. You can see I can grab it and just drag it around. So once you have your cursors set, you can fine-tune that setting by going up here to these top menu here where you'll see a few buttons, A, B, and O. O is for origin. That's the view we're looking at now. If we want to look just at the A cursor, we click on the A cursor here. And you can see here's the A cursor and here's the launch of the cable. You can also see we're in a 10 dB scale. We really can't see much here at that scale. If there was an event at .15 or a .2 out here, it'd be very difficult to pick up visually. To change that, simply grab this arm over here, it's a screen adjuster, and change the scale of the screen till the numbers are in 1 dB increments. There we go. 0, 1, 2, 3. So now we're looking at 1 dB scale right at the A cursor. So now we're kind of really dialed in on it. You can do the same thing with the B cursor by going up here and hitting the button Display from B. Same deal. You can see we're at a 10 dB scale here. I can grab the cursor, move it out here a little bit. Just get it towards the end event here. This is called an end event right here. This is an end event. Change my scale here to 1 dB as well. Just grab this slider, slide it up until the scale turns to 1 dB. And the reason for this is so you can get a bird's eye view. You can see that this splice at 10 dB scale wasn't even visible. At a 1 dB scale, you can see how the splice location itself in the screen becomes visible. So once you have your A and B cursors set, you can click back to origin here. That's this O button. So here we are. We're looking at just a we have our cursor set up and it's a nice screen view. Now it looks more like 280,000 feet. 283,000 feet actually is the number right here, 283,759. The next thing you want to do is set the loss mode. We typically want to look at a spliced run in a 2-point loss mode. You can see these are splice events out here. That's what I mean by a spliced run. So here we are. We set the loss to 2 point. And you can see for 283,000 feet of cable, our loss is 18.98 dB. Down here at the bottom you can see the range of the machine. These are the parameters that the machine was set up to acquire the trace. Real slow scan. That's why we get such a clear view of the splices. So here we are at 2-point mode basically. This is how you determine your length of an OTDR shot and its general loss with splices. To get more information, you can go over here to the trace file name, select it, hit right menu, and another menu will pop up. Click the properties box. Here again you can see the instrument that was used. This is a TD3000 OTDR, kind of an old model. Here it is, date 1995. The parameters of the machine. The analysis shows this window down here shows all splice losses of each event. You can see this is a splice. These are different kinds of splices. Splice loss, splice loss. You can see here we got .16, gainer 10. Gainer 10, that comes into play later. I'm not going to get into it in this video. And here you can see the end event. Now for visual, you can just get back to, you can close this by getting up here and closing this small box. And for a visual, you can see that these events are what was in that table I just showed you by getting here to the properties box. Okay, these events here, .16. We can go here and we can click on this splice right here, and there's your event at 74,900 feet, .16. You can actually even check that event by selecting splice loss mode. Okay, setting splice loss mode is driven off of the A cursor. Simply grab the A cursor, drag it over to the location. Best to do this in origin mode to get close, then hit the A button and get right down on top of the splice, on top of the event. You can see here this actually has two events in it. Right underneath here there's an event. This would be a grouped event. Gonna move on to that. Grouped event, something I can cover in another video. Here we are here. We'll just pick this next splice right down here. I'm just using the A cursor, grabbing it with my mouse and dragging it left and right. Alright, so I'm in splice loss mode, and I can look at a .23. Now if I clicked on the information box, you can do that just by clicking on this event here. .23, 9,675 feet. That's how far out we are. 9,600, you know, we're roughly right there. You can really get down and fine-tune this by moving the scale down even tighter than 1 dB. For this video, it's just showing you some simple tools. You can get back to the origin view anytime by clicking the O key. I can get back to a 2-point loss by clicking 2 point. I can grab the cursor and look back again at my total loss, 18.31 dB. Basically, that's how this software works.